I have received in the last 2 weeks, we have seen $500,000, $500,000 of attack ads launched by Dan Roberti. More than $500,000 in 2 weeks. We've never seen this against fellow Democrats. Half of it has been through his own campaign, which as of the end of June only had $100,000 left in it. Where's that money coming from? I don't know, and we won't know. His father, it would appear his father's lobbying clients who have helped bankroll his campaign have now also bankrolled a super PAC. Again, we don't know who those donors are. It only had $100,000 or so at the end of June, and now it has paid for $300,000 of attack ads against fellow Democrats. A super PAC funded solely to advance this young man in line seat in Congress. We have never seen this. It is remarkable. It is disturbing. And I can't, in the closing weeks of the campaign, the public needs to know this. He does not have a record in the state. People do not know who he is. He is portraying himself as something that does not square with someone who is a co-owner of a lobbying firm. Earlier this same week, he said, I believe it was to Jordan Finster, it would not be inaccurate to describe me as a co-owner of the lobbying firm. How do you square that with his saying here, well, I just sold it off? As if that makes a difference. He has been. He has been.
Specifically to talk about the issues and the questions that were asked. And, I was asked by Wes over at the Hartford Courant earlier this week, would I be bringing up some of the things Mark? And I said, you know what, I'm going to follow the format of the program. If they ask a question about it, that's a different story. If they don't ask a question about it, we should really be focusing on the issues we're going to be representing for the people of the 5th District. I did that. There were certainly ample opportunities in there to go the way she did, but I made a decision not to. And to really just give my answers of how I'm going to represent folks down there. Certainly in the broader public discussion of everything we've done, I've been pretty clear of where I stand on the ethics issues around all three of us, and steps that I take to make sure I'm being as out there and honest as possible. And so I'm sorry it went where it did, but she went there, and so we just want to keep everyone honest.
Are your internal polls showing that you're winning the anti-Donovan vote?
Look, I'm very happy with where I am. I mean, I'm not going to talk about what our internal polls show. I'll certainly talk about, as we're out there at the doors every single day, I'm getting a great response. I'm feeling very confident. But this is going to be a neck and neck run to the very end, and I'm going to be out there every day, talking to voters.